What's up, everybody, to another episode of Our World of Pop Culture. It's me again coming at you, Will. I'm with my co-host over here, Declan.
What's up?
And today, we got a little special somebody here. She's a special guest, our first very special guest. My daughter, his girlfriend, Destiny. Say what's up,
Hola.
Destiny. What's going on?
Nothing.
I know it's the
All
first
right.
one. We gotta get the
Just
butterflies
fine.
out the system.
Yeah, I know.
And in today's episode, we're gonna talk about little movie reviews, spell, love and monsters, etc. And then our topic today, we're gonna be talking about Venom. It's PG-13. Our thoughts on it, but that's gonna be towards the end. But other than that, what's up, Declan?
What's up?
How's school going on, bro?
I don't even want to talk about it.
How about you, Destiny?
It's actually good. Can't relate to Declan.
I bet, I bet. Have you been listening to our podcast?
Yes.
I hope you're liking it.
Yes.
She's like, I'm here. All right, so let's jump into the first review. This is your first time listening. We keep it simple. Rating system is 1 through 10. 10 meaning that we love it, 1 meaning that don't even waste your time on it. So what's the
Okay.
first review?
All right, first review is going to be the What If series.
Yes, well, more of the episode.
Yeah.
This past episode was the Doctor Strange,
Yep.
and let's give our guest her rating first.
Um, I'm probably gonna have to say a 6 just because I'm not really a Marvel fan, but it was still good though.
I know
Wow.
she's my daughter and not a Marvel fan.
Okay. Yeah, that kind of pissed me off a little bit, but okay.
Sorry.
I'm a Marvel fan. What the hell?
I know, right?
Like, yo, I know
How
you're
about
not
you,
too crazy. I
Declan?
know you're not too crazy about superheroes, but yo, that was a little messed up.
Yeah, yeah. Well, how about you, Declan?
The Doctor Strange episode, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 10.
A 10,
Yeah.
really? Wow, you liked it that much, and
No,
that's the
yeah.
only episode you probably watched too.
No. I watched the Black Panther one. I watched that one.
And what did you give that one?
That one I gave it a solid 8.
Wow, why did you like the Doctor Strange one so much?
Because the Doctor Strange story got me so depressed. Like, that episode made me so upset. And the fact that it didn't even have a happy ending is what made it even worse. Like, but
Okay,
first
okay.
off, the story behind it was it was nice. It was nice. Like, are we gonna go in depth, or like, are we gonna say like
We,
spoiler alert?
let's get in depth, but without spoiling as much as we can.
All right.
Like, don't give the ending, especially the ending.
All right. Well, I love the story. Like, I like the story. It's like, like Doctor Strange, goes through a traumatic event and then wants to take, like, turn back time to fix it.
By the way, that event came out in the Doctor Strange movie.
Oh, okay. So I can say it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so his lover dies in a car accident, and he wants to turn back time to try and reverse it to bring her back. But no matter how many times he goes back and redoes the scenario, it always ends the same way. She always ends up dying in the car crash. So he becomes like, crazy with his powers and stuff, because like all he wants to do is bring her back, but no matter what, he can't. So he goes insane. And then a different version of himself, like a sane version of himself, ends up fighting him to try and like talk sense into him, like, no matter what you do, you're not gonna bring her back. So I
Yeah.
just thought the story was depressing as hell. It was extremely sad. The ending sucked, but it was a good ending.
All right, and I kind of messed up because it's not in the movie. I just let you finish. It's not in the movie whatsoever.
Yeah, I was gonna say because you're more like knowledgeable when it comes to superhero movies. So I just took your word
I
for it, but I was like, I don't think it
thought about
was.
it. I was like, yeah, I was like, nah, it's not.
So
All
just
right, I
hang
guess
out.
this. I just give it I give it a 7.5.
7.5. Damn, why so low?
I mean, it's good. I really like it. You know, like up to the like. I love the way he kept trying to go back in time, trying to change it, and every time he tries to change it, something always happens to fix itself. And to the point that he goes back in time, he's sort of absorbing all these things I don't want to say, and to the point that he becomes very powerful and etc. But I don't know, man. It's just I guess it's a lot of repetitive for me, and it just keeps going at points. It's just like okay, I get it, this, but the acting's still good. It's still Benedict Cumberbatch who does the voice of Doctor Strange, and the guy who does the voice of Wong. Basically, everybody
You see
who does the voice.
that's what I love about the What If series. They always bring back like the actual actors.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they
The only
brought
person
back.
I think who didn't come back was like Chris Evans and
Oh yeah,
Robert Downey Jr. But
but they had Josh Brolin, they had Michael
yeah,
Rooker, they had Chadwick Boseman. They had I don't know the like you just said his name, but I don't know like Doctor Strange's real name. But, they had him.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, they had all of the OGs. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah, but I gave it a 7.5. But I also saw the last episode. Before that one, what if the Earth's mightiest heroes weren't around? Basically,
Winter, did you watch that one?
No,
no.
I didn't watch that one.
That one I gave that one an 8.5.
Eight and a
I
half.
enjoyed that one better than the Doctor Strange one. And so it's basically somebody's killing off all the so basically like somebody's killing off all the Avengers one by one, and you trying to figure out who's doing it and etc. Um, I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. It's really really good. I give it an 8.5. I think majority of the voice cast did come back for this. I could be totally wrong, but it's actually good. They also bring up like I felt like it was the Ed Norton Hawk, but just replace Ed Norton with Mark Ruffalo's Hawk. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, that was an 8.5.
Eight and a half. Damn. Okay.
8.5. And announcement this Wednesday, episode 5 of What If. It's going to feature the Marvel Zombies.
Okay. Yeah. Now that episode, I'm actually unbelievably excited for.
Destiny, you gonna watch that one with me?
Yeah, I'll watch that one.
Dude, nah, that one I'm so excited for that one. You have no idea.
I can't wait for Wednesday already.
Well, tomorrow's Tuesday, so we only got one day.
That's true. That's true.
I was gonna say
But
that.
all right, let's go on to the next.
All right. Next topic, we got Atypical.
Atypical. Now, we didn't finish the series. How far did we get?
I think
We made it halfway
halfway. No, I
through
think you guys are
the
way more than
second.
halfway.
Okay.
A little bit more than that. How many episodes in the second?
There's
I don't know what season we're
there's
on.
only 10 episodes. I think you guys were on episode 9.
Oh yeah,
Serious? You could have finished it?
Yeah.
that just irked me.
Oh my god.
Hey, you guys are mad close to the ending.
All right, but all right, Atypical is basically about a kid who's autistic who's ends up living on his own with a roommate. Um, I'm just going to give you the synopsis for the season. Was that 4?
Yeah, the season. Yeah, I think it is season 4.
Yeah, season 4. So he goes to college, decides that he doesn't want to go to college no more. He wants to go to Antarctica, and he lives with a roommate who's basically a pothead, but he is a sweetheart when it comes to him. It's like he gets him. I'm gonna give this series so far of what I've seen a solid 9. Uh, the kid who's playing the autistic kid, what's his name?
I have his name right here. So his name, like obviously his name in the show is Sam Gardner,
Yeah,
but
Sam. The kid who's playing Sam,
yeah
he does
his name
one hell of a job.
His name is Keir Gilchrist.
Okay. He plays a kid, autistic kid, pretty good. Really, every time I see it, I get sad for him. But then he is so funny, and he doesn't even know how funny he is.
Yeah.
The only reason why I don't give it a 10 is because the sister's story side story kind of pisses me off a bit. I don't know if there's a payoff at the end because I didn't finish it, but I mean, I love her because the way she treats her brother, is like the way I see Destiny treating JoJo. So that's why I love her for that. But as far as her side story with the whole running track team, it kind of kills me a little bit. Just like, ugh, like I just want to hit fast forward on hers.
Yeah,
And
I could understand that.
and then the father, what he went through with his best friend, it was it was crazy. I enjoyed that. I wish it could have been a little bit more, but I enjoyed it. Overall, I give this show a 9.
All right, Winter, what do you think about Atypical? I know you love this show.
I think it's okay. First of all, I want to say I put everyone onto it. Everyone.
Yes, you did.
So,
Yes, you did.
I think it's a 10 out of 10. I just like love all the characters. I like how they represent each other, and just like I just like the story.
Yeah, and Zai's. I love Zai.
Yeah, me too. He's my favorite out of all of them.
Dude, nah, Zahid.
And
Yeah.
and what's that girl's name?
Oh,
Which one?
oh my God, Paige.
Paige.
Oh, Paige. Oh, I love Paige.
She's funny.
Dude,
Yeah, I
yo,
love
her
her.
character annoys me, but in the best way possible. I don't know.
Yeah.
And not for me, I give the show a 10 out of 10. Like, I have never seen, like, an actor portray an autistic person so perfectly like he does. Like, he literally does it, like, I'm not sure if I heard this correctly, but I'm pretty sure that he spent a lot of time with actual autistic people to, like, pick up on their, like, habits and stuff, so he doesn't, like,
Mm.
disrespect them in the film. Like, he actually portrays them the way they are and not, like, make them dramatic for Hollywood purposes.
Well, he did a lot of research too. Like I just heard that he spent like hours like nonstop just researching.
Well, it paid off.
Dude, it definitely paid off. Like,
Yeah.
I put him up there with I always forget the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio when he was a young kid.
What's
What's eating Gilbert Grape?
There you go. Like, I put them like side by side in terms of playing like a special needs person. I put them like identical.
Okay.
I think the show's a 10 out of 10, beyond a 10 out of 10.
I give it a 9. But I mean, it's still good. It's 9 is still up there, so it's a must watch. You have to watch it.
No, definitely, it's a must watch.
Joel,
And
get out.
and if you start watching it, you're not gonna stop. There's not a single thing. You're gonna get hooked, and it's just gonna take off from there.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so Atypical, definitely a must watch, hands down.
Oh yeah.
So next on the topic list we have Spell. So I have the synopsis pulled up for right here. First off, Spell is starring Omari Hardwick, Loretta Devine, Lorraine Burroughs, Khalifa Burton, and the list goes on. So the Spell synopsis is: while flying to his father's funeral in rural Appalachia, an intense storm causes Marquise to lose control of the plane carrying himself and his family. He soon awakens wounded, alone, and trapped in Mrs. Eloise's attic. Eloise claims she can nurse him back to health with a hoodoo figure she's made.
Alrighty, so I know me and Destiny watched this. I'm gonna take point on this. I'm gonna give this movie. I'm gonna actually give it a 7.
7. Okay.
I give it a 7. For me. I feel like it's a must watch. I know Rotten Tomatoes, they only gave it a 46%,
Damn.
but yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it a lot. It came out last year in October around Halloween. I just never got around to see it because obviously where we at right now with this pandemic. I feel like I've been talking about this pandemic every episode, but um, I always wanted to see it. I enjoy it because it's really different. Basically, black magic. You know, her with the voodoo, and it's nuts. You guys gotta watch it. I feel like it's like another version of Misery. It's a Stephen King's film. Um, it gets there's times that it just throws you off. Like he eats something and then you find out what he eats and it just throws you off. You're like, oh my, it's an OMG moment. I was surprised that Omari Hardwick was in it. Those of you who don't know him, he's from Power. And that's like the only thing I know him from. So see him in a movie that he actually did pretty well in. I enjoyed it. Solid 7 for me. How about you, Destiny?
Um, I was gonna say 7 too. Like, obviously what's it called? The I forgot what it's called. Like, the special effects wasn't like, like what you see in like a movie theater, but it was still good. It was disturbing. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah. So
You talking about
like, I
the
don't know.
foot part?
Everything about it was disturbing. There was a lot of parts. Like, it was just freaky. It
Yeah,
gave
it
me
was.
anxiety too.
Like the girl is like she's trying to help him get back to, into good health. She says that he's the only one from the plane crash that basically survived, and he's just trying to get out, and he finds out what's her true motive is. And one thing I will say, and I will spoil this just because it's nuts. His foot doesn't get better at all because it's his foot that's damaged. And he decides to look under the bandage, and he has uh, a long knife, not knife, I'm sorry, a nail. Like, it's one of those steak nails that like, for example, when the clowns come out, like with the tents, the circus,
Oh,
and
okay.
they nail that rope to keep the tent up.
Oh, so kind
And
of
you
like the
see how,
kind of like the nails they used to like kill vampires in the old school movies.
yes, but made out it's metal. It's dug up his from his heel all the way up to like past the ankle, and he
Ew.
takes it out. He takes it out, and as he takes it out, it starts pussing.
Ugh.
Yes, that's the one of the parts that's disturbing that my daughter was talking about. But it's nuts though. It's crazy. It's a
Uh,
must. I think it's a must. At least a one time watch.
ugh. That doesn't sound
Yeah.
good at all. All right.
What's the next
So
one?
next on the topic, we got Love and Monsters. So we got Love and Monsters. The cast is Jessica Henwick, Dylan O'Brien, Ariana Greenblatt, Michael Rooker, Dan Ewing, Melanie Zanetti. And the little synopsis for that is 7 years after the monster apocalypse, Joel Dawson, along with the rest of humanity, has been living underground ever since giant creatures took control of the land after reconnecting over the radio with his high school girlfriend, Amy, who is now 80 miles away at a coastal colony.
Destiny, I'm gonna let you take point on this one.
Okay. I give it. I say a 6 out of 10.
Damn.
It was a good movie, but it was like some parts were just annoying.
Okay,
Like,
be
I don't
more
want to
specific.
spoil it,
Go ahead, go ahead.
but
You can just do a little spoil in this. Go ahead.
but like when he goes to find her and he goes through all that for her just to like tell him basically like F off is that's it just annoyed me really bad. So
So you tell me this man went through hell to find her, and she basically told him to like back off.
yep.
I mean, you gotta also remember it's been 7 years, and she didn't say it technically like that. So, all right,
In a nicer way.
he how can I say it? With the whole apocalypse, this comet hits Earth, and it mutates all the bugs and animals like frogs, etc. They start mutating to like this big monsters, and um and he was with his girlfriend at the time when all this was happening, and then it goes back and forth on what happened before, and he finally gets in contact with his girlfriend through the radio, and without even saying anything to her, he was just got up and he thought about it. He was, I'm gonna go see her, and he left without talking to her, telling her when she was coming. And so he's going through all this hell. When she gets there, she don't tell him basically to F off. She just told him like she's been busy because these group of people came in and tell them that they could take them to another place that's safe. So she's trying to pack everything up so they could start going, packing up the food, packing up the clothes and all that so they could start going. So she's busy. She's busy. Again, I'm not trying to protect her, but it has been like it has been like 7 years, and she basically did say she had a boyfriend before. He just died. Right? Am I
Wait, so
correct?
wait, hold, wait, so wait. So let me get this straight. Did when they so wait, she thought that like I'm assuming that's Dylan O'Brien's character. She thought he was dead this whole time.
No, 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 no. She didn't. Well, they didn't talk for a minute until finally they found the radio, and then that's when he finally got in contact with her and said she found out she was alive. But 7 years has passed. So when she was in this other colony, um, she had a boyfriend from the other colony. That's her, bunker buddies.
Oh,
So but he died.
oh, so she
It's
was
been-
obviously into him more than Dylan O'Brien's character.
Yeah, because they haven't talked.
Oh, okay.
You
Damn, did she
know,
even show that like she missed him or anything, or like happy he's alive?
I mean, she says she's happy. She does say she's happy. But
Uh,
I give this a 7.
7. Okay.
I give this a 7. I enjoyed it. I like him traveling um through the wasteland. I'm gonna call it, and it does
Yeah.
give me the Fallout game. It does give me the Fallout vibe,
Oh, okay.
especially the Fallout game with the dog, because
Okay.
the one with, that dog. Come on, Wes, you got it. That dog is cute.
Oh yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. His name is Boy.
Damn, yo, made me think of God of War.
Exactly. And it's great. Like every time he deals with a monster, he freezes. He doesn't know how to shoot a bow and arrow. He doesn't have any survival skills. Then when he goes to looking for it, he gets caught up with Michael Rooker's character Clyde and Ariana Greenblatt's character. I forgot her name. Manal, I guess.
Uh,
I don't know the
yeah,
name.
her name is Manao.
Yeah. Let me tell you, Manal, she's the cutest little girl. I love her. But Michael Rooker, I wish that that between him meeting them, I wish that would have lasted a bit longer. Because they're the one who teaches him how to survive. They teach him how to shoot a bow and arrow. And he becomes really good at what he does because of these two. And I wish, because I really love the connection that they had, all three of them had together. And I wish it could have been a bit longer. That's the complaint that I have on that.
Okay.
So 7, you give it a what? A 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is one of those things you gotta watch on,
All right. So next on the list we got I don't know how to pronounce this. It's that the Japanese karate movie you've watched.
uh uh it's
Is
called Roroni Kenshin.
Yeah, there you go.
Um this one is supposedly part 2, Inferno. And like I said in the last episode, I've been watching this, and each weekend I'm gonna watch one movie until I get to the last movie, which is on Netflix. Uh, believe believe the beginning, I give that a 10. And
10.
yeah, the beginning. Remember I told you
Oh yeah. I thought you were talking about
that's
this
the
one
one
for a
on
second.
Netflix too. That one's
Okay.
on Netflix. That was a prequel to the origin part
Oh,
one. And
okay.
part one, I believe I gave that a 6, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Now Inferno, I actually give this one an 8. I like this one a lot better than Origins. Story was a lot better. And the action on it, the martial arts was way better because I felt like what Origin was lacking with the martial arts, this made up for it.
Oh, okay.
So I give this an 8. So if you love martial arts, because I'm just gonna go through this quick. If you love martial arts, you like story, give this a watch. It's on Funimation. And then next weekend it will be the third part, which will be The Legend Kills, I believe. And he still doesn't kill.
He doesn't.
He still doesn't kill.
Let me see. That's the
So
one.
far he is. He so far he is. strong with his oath on not killing. And I keep watching it and I'm telling myself, I wonder how it feels to get hit by that sword that doesn't cut nobody. Because he's knocking them out. I'm like, does it really hurt that bad?
All
Yeah.
right. So next on the list we have Evil.
Evil. Yeah, this is another one I've been watching with my father-in-law and my wife, and then I got my brother-in-law and back into it again. And this is basically it's the church hired these two people, but it's three of them. One of them is a priest. Another person is like a computer tech guru, and the girl I want to say she's more like a psychiatrist thing. And basically there's evil things from the Bible, demons, and every time somebody comes up to them, hey, this person I think is possessed, they have all three of them to basically give their report. They start talking to the person. So you got the priest who's obviously is gonna see if the person's really possessed. Then you got the tech guru who's always gonna try to break, you know, break what the priest says. Same thing with the psychiatrist.
Oh, okay. So they're kind of
They
seeing
gonna
it from like two different perspectives, like a believers and
three
like,
three
oh,
different percent.
so
Yeah,
you got the perspective of a believer and a perspective of like people who try to like find like rational.
yeah. They try to debunk it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And but a lot of times it's actually real, and it's still going. Season one was on Netflix, and then season two now it's in Paramount Plus. Now they're dropping f bombs, not as much, but they're still dropping f bombs here and there. Um, but overall, I'm gonna give this series so far of season two. I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna give it a 9.
Nine. Damn.
Yeah, I really liking this. I really love the series, especially the guy. I forgot his name. He plays Luke Cage in the Netflix series. He plays the priest, and I think he does his acting. I love his acting. And then the guy, I'm gonna put up the cast here
Yeah.
for you.
Nah. The guy who plays the priest is Mike Coulter.
Yes, Mike Coulter. I love him. But the guy named Michael Emerson, he's the one who plays he plays in Lost. A lot of people know him from Lost as Ben. He's supposed to be possessed by this demon named George. Let me tell you, I give his performance a solid 10.
Really?
Yeah, him playing a crazy possessed guy, he does one hell of a job, dude. And it is so believable. I love it. He's funny at times. It's nuts. And right now, like in this series, he has something against the priest, Michael Coulter's character. His name is David. And he wants to do an exorcism, but he wants him to do it. So he messes with him the whole time. It's a must watch. I think everybody who has Paramount Plus, give it a watch. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the first season is still on Netflix. And if it is, please give it a watch. If it's not, just give Paramount Plus a 7-day trials free and give it a quick watch. But every Sunday's new episodes.
Okay. All right. So next up on the list we got an anime called Darwin's Game.
Yes, this is another one that only I've been watching. I watched the first season, read about it, found out it's canceled. Super pissed because I give this series an 8.5. And is this kid he he gets a text for a game invite on an app. He downloads the app. He gets bitten by a technology spider, a techno spider, and all of a sudden he's part of the game. And every time you log into this game, it pits you with somebody, and this you basically got to fight to the death, and you got to survive. And every time you kill somebody, you earn points. And it's like any app games where you get enough points, you can purchase uh rare armor or weapons. So he purchased something, ends up getting a gun. It comes through, he can't believe, that he has a gun. And each character that's in this game has a special ability. And his ability is basically he can make any weapon. So he has like the ultimate ability. But I'm upset that they only made one season. I'm hoping with Netflix picking it up, it gets the fire that it needs to start another second season. I'm just hoping, and I gotta double check to see if it's a manga because if it's a manga, I'm definitely reading this. If they're not gonna renew it for a season two,
Okay. So next on the topic is a video game, and it is going to be Far Cry 6.
you're gonna have to take lead on this one because I only saw a little bit of the gameplay. Only thing I could say is gorgeous.
Yeah, so I didn't necessarily pay too much attention to the story because of how unbelievably crazy the graphics were. Like I love the Far Cry games. Like I wasn't always like a Far Cry lover. Like I didn't really get into a Far Cry until the last one, Far Cry 5. That's like the first Far Cry game like I can sit and say like I actually like put my time into. But after watching the gameplay for Far Cry 6, it is unbelievable. Like I know Destiny, like I know you're not too crazy about story-based games. I know you're more of a multiplayer person, but I'm telling you right now, I think
Yeah.
you really like this game. Like, dude,
It is.
the graphics are unbelievable, and I can't even imagine what the graphics are gonna look like on a PS5.
I think this is gonna be. Well, I know definitely it's gonna have online play because the last one I was playing it did have co-op on it,
It
and it
did.
was fun. Yeah, I was playing it with Roy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
So yeah, but
hopefully this is the same way.
but the gameplay looks fun. Even though it is a story-based game, Destiny, I think you'll like it. That kind of means I want you to get
I'll try from you guys.
it.
But it looks great. I saw the stealth kill and the stealth kill is brutal. I love it. I'm definitely getting this game.
Oh, I'm
Definitely.
definitely getting it. So, the next game is a very controversial one within, this group that is on this podcast right now is Destiny 2.
Mm, yeah.
So, Will is on a love hate relationship. Destiny has never played it, but after hearing me and Will complain about it over the past couple years, I'm pretty sure she can't stand this game.
Yeah. I actually did try it. You forced me to try it once.
You didn't like it, did you?
No.
You see, but I don't. Okay, it's like, all right, I love the concept of it. Like, it's like sci-fi, aliens, superpowers, warlocks, hunters. Like, I love the concept of the game, but just the gameplay itself can be so stupidly annoying. Like, I have never had a game I love and hate so much. Like, I love this game so much, but it's one of the games I hate the most at the same time.
Yeah, it's just one of those games that I don't know. The first one was so good, but then the second one, it just killed me, dude. Like, I mean, I still liked it. I'm not gonna lie, I loved it too. But I felt like, okay, I bought the season pass, right? They gave me 3 DLCs on it, which was crap. But then they bring out a real big DLC on it
Yeah, I
that I
think.
have to put money down, and that's like, come on, that's if I'm paying for a season pass, give me good stuff. I played Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and they give me great DLCs for it.
Yeah.
The season pass. I play so many games with the season pass that gives me so much good content. This one is just like I felt like they're like, here, have this to set you up because what was it? The Osiris one. How long was the story? Half an hour.
Yeah, no, I have never seen a DLC have that short of a story. That kind of pissed me off a little bit. Like when I finished it, I
Yeah,
was like, "Are you serious? I just beat this in like what under 2 hours?"
yeah, and then the next one, I forgot what was after Osiris. That was like another what, 45 minutes?
Yeah,
Because it's most what it's supposed to be a grind. Okay, I understand it's supposed to be a grind, but come on, man, don't let me get tired of it. And that's what they
yeah.
did. I
I think
got tired of it.
yeah, I think the first big DLC for Destiny 2 was Forsaken, the one where Cage 6 dies and then they bring back Ace of Spades and
Exactly,
all that.
and then you had to pay for that.
Yeah, that one you had to pay for.
Exactly.
I mean, from a marketing standpoint, that's a smart move. It's stupid from
No.
a customer's perspective, but you know how much money
But
they made
guess
off of that?
but guess what? Who stopped playing it?
You.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
You stopped playing it too.
no, hell yeah, I stopped playing it for at least over a
Exactly.
year until
Exactly.
until Destiny bought me Shadowkeep and sent me back to the game. Thank you, but at the same time, screw you. Remember you bought me Shadowkeep for my birthday?
I did.
Oh my god, she does not remember. All right. Yeah, for my birthday you bought me Shadowkeep and like yo, like that DLC was so fun, but yo, that like put me in like a
I played
borderline.
that with you too, didn't I?
Yeah, you came back for it for like a week and then you're like, "Nah, I'm done."
Yeah, exactly. So, and after Shadowkeep, did you play?
What was after Shadowkeep? No, I didn't. I stopped after Shadowkeep for another few months, and then when Beyond Light came out, I wasn't interested in it just because of how crappy the game can get. But once I saw gameplay on Beyond Light, I'm like, okay, it's kind of interesting. Now I bought it. Of course, I'm just one of the dumbasses that just gave in to the money. Beyond Light
Sucker.
was good. It was good. I don't know if it was worth the $30 I paid for it, but it was definitely one of the better DLCs. I definitely I think it was way better than Forsaken. I think it was a little bit better than Shadowkeep. I like the Shadowkeep concept, but like I said, just the grinding and stuff just became annoying. Beyond Light was good though. I really enjoyed Beyond Light. And then now with the Witch Queen, now that looks good. The Witch Queen looks good.
It does look good, but I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it.
Well,
Especially it comes out 2022. No.
it
You
comes
should have
with the
came up with Destiny 3. You should have
yeah,
already started the part 3 already.
you know
Destiny
how
3.
Bungie messed up. Look, yo, they are literally making Destiny 2 a Destiny 1 reskin at this point.
Yeah, no.
They
I'm
brought back
not playing it.
almost every single exotic from D1. They brought back Last Word. They brought back Truth. They brought back Galahorn, Thorn, Hawkmoon, Suros Regime, uh what do you call it? And then they brought back, brought back Volta Glass, the old school
Yeah.
raid. They
I'm
and
surprised they didn't bring back the missions.
they brought back all the weapons. They brought back Found a
Yeah, I know.
Village,
I'm just saying that the missions from D1 they should have just bring it back in for D2. Or screw it.
because
They
they
already did
know
everything else.
because they know D1 is just 100 times better than what Destiny 2 will ever be. D1, there's no other. D1 had a crazy grind, but at least the grind was enjoyable and it never lacked. Never lacked, no matter what DLC they came out. They came out with
Yeah,
Taken
this
King. They came out with Rise of Iron. Every single DLC in D1 was worth the grind.
yeah, not this one.
I mean, I'm still gonna be a guinea pig and buy Witch Queen. I'm gonna be honest.
It's
Hopefully, it's
not
worth my
called
money.
being a guinea pig. It's called being a sucker. But go ahead, you do you.
Okay, well that's
You do you, boo boo.
okay. Hopefully, Winter will buy Witch Queen like she did Shadowkeep, right?
I hope not. I make
Winter, you
sure
want to
I'll
buy for
close
me?
her account. I close her account.
No, thank you.
You want to buy for me? Come on.
No.
Just pre-order it for me.
Stop being a sucker bitch.
Okay, fine. So, next topic, I'm gonna let Winter take point on this because it hits a very, very deep spot for her. We are gonna dip into the Conjuring series, talking about Annabelle Comes Home, which is the last Annabelle one that takes place in the Warren's house. In case you don't remember.
Yeah, I remember. I obviously give it a 10 out of 10.
Really?
Anything with like conjuring and all that, I like it. So everything has a meaning and a backstory to it.
Okay, but what about the movie itself? Like what you thought about like like the story, the characters, the acting, the scariness, what the demons look like, and all that.
I mean, yeah, that one girl, she's like annoying. Because, like, obviously from the trailer, we saw that she touches everything. Which is like, it was just annoying. Like, mind your business. I forgot her name though. What was her name?
Oh my god, now you're gonna kill me. Alright, so
I forgot her name, but
in the Animal Comes Home cast, the really really annoying girl that doesn't stop touching everything. In the show, her name is Daniela Rios.
movie.
Yeah, in the movie, her name is Daniela Rios, played by Katie Sarif. I think that's how you pronounce her last name.
I like her.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
No, her character.
Oh my
Her
god.
character's awesome. It's just what her character does by touching all the possessed things is just stupid.
Yeah, but it's like it's also good though because you kind of get a backstory of what like they have in their museum.
Yeah, I didn't really look at it like that.
No, it's true what she says, dude. Like everything she touches, it's also like she's with the TV and it tells you what basically shows you what the TV does, you know.
The
But
T the
they have
T
a huh?
No, I was gonna say like the TV is like what, like 15 seconds into the future.
Yeah, so it's nuts. Like I want to see a lot of their stuff. I like to see their backstory because this is one of the universes where they could make tons and tons of movies.
Dude,
You
the
know?
movies are unbelievably countless. They can literally take every single artifact in their museum and easily drop like a 30 movie series.
Yeah, the
Yes.
only thing they really didn't do a backstory to at all, like we just kind of saw it, was the samurai.
Yeah, that's the one I really want to see too because you know me with samurais and ninjas and all that. I love. I want to see why is that samurai armor cursed.
Yeah, and every time, I don't know,
Yeah.
like every time like the camera like passes by it in the scene, it like you hear like muffled screams coming from it.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's
So
kind of cool. One thing that kind of
yeah.
freaked me out about the Conjuring universe is how Lorraine Warren, like the real Lorraine Warren, refused to let Blumhouse do a series on Amityville. Like Lorraine
Oh,
Warren wouldn't give them her blessing. Like she
are
said,
you serious?
yeah, like the real one, she said like I will never ever give you my blessing. And obviously they're not. Obviously, Blumhouse can technically do it without. They don't really need her permission at all. But it was like
Out of respect.
yeah, they did it out of respect. But like apparently the real Lorraine Warren said that the Amityville case was so like traumatizing and crazy that she wasn't even feeling comfortable making a film depicted on it. Because one thing, like I saw the behind the scenes for the Devil Made Me Do It for the third Conjuring movie, and a lot of the priests were saying that like whether you believe in like demons and spirits or not, like the priest was saying that like demons and evil spirits don't know the difference between fiction and nonfiction. So when they were filming like all this demonic stuff with like the pentagrams and the devil books and the satanic rituals, like evil spirits can't tell that what's real and what's fake. If you're practicing it, whether if it's for Hollywood or for real, the demons look at it as real regardless. So
Yeah, that's
she's
why like
that's why they
I love.
they always had they had priests blessing the set before and after every shoot. They always had like a blessing and a séance with like those like cleansing rituals and stuff.
Well, that's true because the same thing with Exorcist. That was the same thing. You know, they were. You gotta remember, you're really getting into this character. You know, so that's why they do all the whole blessings because I think the Linda Blair's character, she said that she was seeing some stuff after during filming the Exorcist.
Yeah, it was
No,
Lorraine,
Joey King.
Joey King from
Joey
the
King.
yeah.
Oh, with the Conjuring
Yeah,
Part Two,
that was the
right?
no, that was the first one. The first one with the Perron family with the like the five daughters
Oh,
and the husband and
The
wife.
kids,
oh
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wait, do you know
there's
that
like a
story?
whole backstory. Yeah, she basically said like she had when she was filming she got like all these bruises and then she went to the doctors and they said it was something wrong with her blood, that it doesn't run in her family. There's no like issues of it. It just happened out of nowhere and she would need like blood transfusions a lot. And once they stopped filming, she got better.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think I saw in an interview, I think she said that she
Yeah,
refuses
she
to
said
watch the
it.
movie. She says she doesn't watch the first Conjuring. Like she just doesn't watch it at all. Like she says she hasn't watched it probably since it came out. Like she refuses it because she said it like traumatized her. So even watching the movie doesn't feel right to her.
Oh, and in one of the movies they had an Easter egg and Lorraine Warren was in it, the real one,
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
that was in the first one where the wife
with the kids.
yeah, that was in the first one when their wife was sitting in her classroom and she was in the front. You picked that up. We've seen the first Conjuring a million times and you were the only person to pick that up.
Yeah, I never seen it. I didn't even pay
Yeah,
mind to it ever.
I didn't even pick that out either. So when you got it, that was so cool. I was like mind boggled. But it was the actress who plays Lorraine Warren, Vera Farmiga. She says
Mhm.
that during, I think it was the filming, I don't remember, it's either the first or the second one. She said that while she was filming, she didn't feel no pain. She felt nothing. But scratch marks, like 3 long scratch marks, appeared right up her thigh, and she took a picture of it. And then when she opened her laptop to go over the script, there was 3 slash marks going across her laptop. So she said that
Oh.
that really freaked her out, and she says that she's like, she believes in that stuff, but she's filming a movie, so she doesn't pay too much mind to it. But she said that freaked her out. She that really, really, really freaked her out, and everybody denies that they were messing with her. She said if it was a prank, somebody would eventually owned up to it, but even till this day, no one's owned up to it.
Wow.
So,
So you give it a 10. I give it a 9.
oh, I give this a 10. Annabelle Comes Home. I put it side by side to Creation.
Yeah, I love Creation. I love Creation a bit more, but reason I like this one too a lot is because, like she said, like Destiny said earlier, it shows basically a lot of things that we never seen, and I kind of want to see a movie about the ferryman.
Yeah, I think aren't they are coming out with one for the Ferryman?
I know they're definitely doing the Cricket Man,
No, no, the Crooked Man. I know they're definitely doing, but
but
if I'm
as
not
far as the
mistaken,
ferry, I don't know.
then I'm probably getting confused. I could have swore I saw something, but it could have easily been confused with the Crooked Man.
Yeah.
Didn't they make a movie already? Like it was like kind of like a cheap film, but it was like
Oh,
about
it
the
was a
Crooked Man.
sci-fi. Yeah, it was a sci-fi film.
Wait, of the Crooked Man?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
terrible.
It has nothing to do with like Blumhouse and all that. It was just a
No.
separate company. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not even gonna be worth my. If it's not Blumhouse, I'm not even gonna waste time on it.
Nah.
All right,
What's
so
the next?
last topic of the day is a big one, and it is Venom: Let There Be Carnage, starring Tom Hardy and Woody Harrelson.
Yes. So when I got this news, I looked. It was reported by Collider. That Venom: Let There Be Carnage is going to be a rated PG-13. Uh, I know the first one was rated PG-13, and I give the first film about an 8.5. Uh, and I enjoyed it, but I don't know. I'm upset with this news. I wanted it to be rated R.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
Winter, cause I know you loved the
Um.
first Venom.
Oh yeah, I
What was your
definitely give
rating?
the first one. The first one is definitely a 10 out of 10. I think I watched that movie over 100 times.
And she didn't want to
But
watch it. I had to put you on
no.
that one.
Yeah, actually. No, I loved it. And then, I mean, I still think it's going to be good because if I loved the first one, I don't see why the second one would be worse.
I could tell you why. But before I do, what about you,
So the first one, I give it like a solid 8.5 out of 10. It's just the first one was so good. I feel like Tom Hardy plays Eddie Brock like so perfectly, and I
Yes.
just like like the way he bonds with like Venom, like it's so funny. Like I
Yeah.
I can't like, and it's just like Woody Harrelson is like a phenomenal actor too, and he's like what was he in? He was in Kill Bill, right? Was
Who?
it with
Woody Harris?
yeah, was it no, it wasn't Kill Bill. There was
Oh,
no, not Kill Bill. Oh my god.
Zombieland?
No, no, not Zombieland.
Yeah.
There was another movie where he played a psycho killer, and I can't think the name of it, and it's gonna drive me crazy.
Natural Born Killers?
Yes, there you go. It's just like he's good at like he's like a scattered actor. Like he could play a bunch of different roles like good. And in Natural Born Killers, he played the part of a psycho pretty good. And
Yeah.
Carnage is obviously a psycho. So I just feel like him and Tom Hardy going head to head, as in like good versus evil. I feel like it's gonna be so cool to see him go head to head.
Now you happy for the rated PG-13?
Oh no, I'm pissed off. I get that pissed me off. Like I know the first one was PG-13, but I feel like because of how much of a success the first one was, I thought they would have bumped up the rating to rated R to add more like, curse words and more gore, just to make it more like I don't want to say better, but add more to it because of how good the first one did it without being rated R. I thought they'd make the second one rated R to make it even better.
Yeah,
So
you see, when I watched the first one, I tried so hard to hate this movie. And I couldn't, because the first one wasn't supposed to work. It wasn't.
nah.
But they did one hell of a job. Tom Hardy is he is an excellent actor, and the way he does Eddie Brock, it is so good, so funny, especially when he goes into the lobster tank. Like, it's not supposed to work, but it did.
Yeah.
But see, I'm pissed off that's rated PG-13 because I'm a big Carnage and Venom fan, and Carnage, he is very violent. Like, I know you said you wanted more curse words. I didn't care about the curse words. It's the gore. Like, I have the very first issue, one of the first issues of Carnage, because it's different side stories of Carnage. And Carnage is basically, he has one of the correction officers' head split open, and his finger, he transformed his finger into a fork, and he's eating his brain out of his skull. See, that's Carnage.
Yeah.
Even his name, it's come on. Supposed to be rated R, dude. He's supposed to, when he breaks out, he's supposed to decapitate people. It's you gotta,
Yeah. You
it's
see,
gotta be rated R.
yeah, I'm into gore movies. I mean, his name is literally Carnage. I don't see how he's gonna be able to bring Carnage if it's PG-13. So it's kind of irritating, but
Yeah,
I hope
dude.
they change
Like,
it. I hope, because I know we're not the only people that think that. I know that a lot of people are mad about the rating, like a lot.
yeah, because first of all, he changes his hand into like I want to say like a scythe or some kind of axe, and he's cutting people up. If you made Deadpool rated R and you saw how successful he became to the point that the MCU are still gonna make a rated R movie, come on. You know, I'm s- look at the rated R movies that are successful. You got Deadpool 1 and 2, you got Joker, you got the new Suicide Squad, all those that was rated R. That you gonna tell me they weren't good? And what you gonna say? What? Because they were like, oh, we want kids to see this movie. You know how many kids I seen that were there at Deadpool?
Yeah. And
Mm.
just like,
Yeah.
the first one survived PG-13 because I think the only reason why the first Venom movie survived the PG-13 rating was because Carnage was not in it. So they can get away with not being that gory. I just don't see how Carnage is gonna work in PG-13. I don't see it working.
Logan, the Wolverine movie. First two movies were rated PG-13. Third one was rated R. The PG-13 movies were, they were okay. But then you watch Logan and you're like, holy smokes, one of the best movies.
Yeah.
And it was rated R because Wolverine should have been rated R
Yeah.
because his weapons are claws straight to the head. You know, that's what Carnage. I think this should have been a rated R. It
Yeah.
should have been rated R.
Either they have to change the rating, or else like I have no
They're
clue
not.
how. I don't know how the hell they're gonna do it. I have no clue.
I
I
don't
just
know.
can't.
I,
I have low
I'm still gonna be
expectations.
there day one.
Oh
I'm
no,
still
yeah,
gonna
me
be there
too.
day one.
Oh yeah, me too, definitely. But I just my expectations for this movie aren't too high.
Yeah. Well, you know, Destiny, you really don't care because you're a little quiet.
Yeah, no, I don't. I love the movie.
Nah, she loves
Yeah,
Venom. She don't care if it's rated PG-13, rated G. She's gonna watch it regardless.
but
Yeah.
I mean, like, cause even like Carnage, his character, it's Clay. I think it's like Clay something. If I'm not mistaken, I forgot Carnage's who he hosts is with. Um, but the reason why he's that crazy is because the person who's carrying Carnage before even that symbiote even gets attached to him, he's already locked up. He's a serial killer. He's a mass murderer. He killed a lot of people. That's why they keep him in a cage like an animal. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. I'm hoping it does good. I really am. Because I really want this to keep going because eventually I want him to see him fighting against Spider-Man,
yeah,
you know? And it's bound to happen, the Tom Holland is gonna come to Sony,
yeah.
and
Because
then he's
like I'm
gonna
pretty sure like this is his last like solo movie with Marvel, so I know his contract's up,
yeah,
or
and
at
then
least
he gets to Sony, then he becomes, with Sony.
yeah.
And Sony has the rights to him. That's how it works.
Yeah,
Like,
so obviously, there's gonna I don't yeah, obviously Venom like Tom Hardy and Tom Holland, obviously they're gonna cross paths eventually.
yeah, because you got Morbius that's coming out. That's that vampire one,
Hmm.
with Jared Leto. and I don't know because and the first Venom movie, Tom Holland was supposed to come out of there, but they cut him out.
Uh,
And I feel like, and my idea is because the you seen the old Venom, like the actual comic Venom, and you
yeah,
see that Venom with the spider symbol, right?
yeah,
Well, I feel like because if you notice in the first Venom movie, he doesn't have that spider symbol, and it doesn't look like he's gonna have it here either.
yeah. Nah, it doesn't look like
And I
it.
feel like, the third one he's gonna fight Spider Man, and I think that's when he's gonna have his spider symbol.
Yeah. Wait, Winter, are you big on Spider-Man, or you really don't care?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
I like the original, like the first ones. Like,
But the one with Tobey Maguire,
no.
or the one with Andrew Garfield?
Yeah.
You
Don't
do?
don't you
Yeah, I actually
ever
do.
don't you ever refer to the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies as the original. Don't ever do
Well,
that
that's the
again.
first ones I saw.
Yeah, the first ones you
Well, not the
saw.
first ones. All right,
They weren't
first of
that
all,
bad.
No, they weren't
it's
bad at all.
good.
They weren't bad at all. I think Andrew Garfield played like it's just I saw this one post on Instagram that said Tobey Maguire was a great Peter Parker, not the best Spider-Man. I saw Andrew Garfield was an amazing Spider-Man, not too good of a Peter Parker. And people say Tom Holland plays both of them perfectly. Because you got to remember, they're technically like obviously it's the same person, but they're two different people. I got a nerdy guy, and then you got a badass superhero.
Did you get that backwards? Because I think I've read the same thing, and I think Tobey Maguire's character was a good Spider Man, not that okay Peter Parker, and Andrew Garfield was the better Peter Parker, but not that great of a Spider Man.
Oh no, the post I saw was definitely saying that Tobey Maguire was a good Peter Parker because they said like during like that time of the filming that he just had that nerdy persona to him, but it's just every time he was in a battle he just didn't have that badass feel to it. That they
Um,
say Andrew Garfield like physically like he was good, but obviously they say Tom Holland just does both of them perfectly.
no, I don't think Tom Holland is the best.
You
You
think do you think
don't?
Andrew
You think
Garfield?
Andrew Garfield's better?
Yeah.
Really?
What the hell?
Yeah, I mean, like, as a teenager, he's good in that aspect, but like as Spider-Man, I don't think so.
What, you think he's too wimpy to be Spider-Man?
It's not just that. I feel like he only acts as a teenager. Like, I feel like he acts like a teenager in his normal self, and he acts the same way as Spider-Man.
Well, you got to remember
It's
Spider-Man.
hard to explain.
Spider-Man is always going to be snarky. So he's always if you watch any Spider-Man film, he's always going to act kiddish because he
Yeah,
always
but I
has.
feel like
Yeah, but Andrew Garfield didn't act kiddish. He added more
No,
badass. He was
that's
more
why
he was
that's
a
why I
tougher.
said that I felt like Tobey Maguire was a better Spider-Man because he had the jokes and all that. Andrew Garfield was just dark.
I could see that. Yeah, Tobey Maguire had more of that like sarcastic, douchey attitude. Like, he had those smart
Yeah.
comments and stuff. But no, Andrew Garfield, he was just tough. He wasn't a wimp. He wasn't a nerd. He was just a tough ass.
And then when we talked about the No Way Home trailer, um, you said that whether we want to see uh Emma Stone MJ character come, she's not MJ. She's actually Gwen.
Gwen. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So
No,
when I
wait,
was looking at
Is Zendaya's character MJ?
yeah,
Okay.
she's MJ. But I don't think her actual name's actual Mary Jane.
Oh no, I just know her initials are MJ.
Yeah. Wow,
Uh,
so she thinks Sandra Garfield character is a lot better, huh?
wow.
Never
yeah.
would never thought that.
I'm not gonna lie. Andrew Garfield was a really good Spider-Man in my eyes.
It was, I
I feel
enjoyed it.
I'm not gonna go ahead and say it's the best out of the three different like universes, but I feel like he's a little too underappreciated for the work he did as Spider-Man.
Oh, definitely. And as far as like I feel like Tommy Maguire always a better Spider-Man, but when it comes to the suit, I think Andrew Garfield's suit is better than
Oh
Tommy
yeah.
Maguire's.
The only reason why I like Tobey Maguire's is because it's OG, so I just have respect for it. But in terms of look wise, I think Andrew Garfield's suit was a better looking one.
Yeah.
I'm not too crazy about Tom Holland's suit because I just feel like I don't know, it just doesn't look as badass as it should. It looks like a
I
kid's
like
co- It
I
looks like
like
a
this.
kid's costume.
No, I like the one that he had in uh not Endgame, Infinity.
Infinity
No, it's
War.
not. Is it Infinity War?
Yeah, Infinity
I'm
War.
drawing a blank. Yeah, I like that costume. I mean, it does come out in Endgame with the spider, the extra
Yeah,
hands and stuff. I thought that was cool. It was
yeah,
all nanotech.
yeah. But Andrew Garfield definitely had the better suit.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. Venom. I don't know. I'm a little disappointed with the news that came out. It being rated R. It's just I mean, not being rated R. Would have thought it would have been rated R.
Yeah.
I really was hoping it would be rated R. But I don't know.
That makes
It is
sense
what it
though.
is. We'll see. Yeah, cause watch when we whenever you get time, I'm gonna give you a couple Carnage issues. You read it, you really gonna see him go crazy.
No, I have Carnage issues. I have at least 3 or 4 Carnage comics. I know how graphic he gets. That's
I'm
ne-
talking Destiny.
oh, Destiny.
Yeah, I know you know, but
Yeah,
she's
I love Carnage.
yeah, maximum Carnage, baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, well,
So that
that's
is
going
going to wrap up episode 5 of our world of pop
real
culture.
quick, real quick. Two things before we go. Um, I want to say rest in peace to Michael K. Williams, who just passed away at the age of 54.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's a lot of people know him from The Wire. But with all the movies that he came out with, I remember him a Boardwalk Empire and the Red Sea, When They See Us. Uh, I always called him a DMX doppelganger because he looks just
Yeah,
like
he
DMX.
looks a lot like DMX.
But it's a shame, man, because he was always how can I say, he was always a supporting actor, and they really never gave him a lot of
Lead roles.
his lead roles, but he always was a great actor. And it's a sad moment for them, for the industry right now. They lost a good guy, so
Yeah, that
rest in
sucked.
peace, Michael K. Williams.
Also
And
to the guy who played what do you call it,
Up,
the old man from
up,
Up.
Eddie. His name is Eddie Asner.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh my god, that really sucked.
yeah, that one's a hard one too. That was a hard one. And also, shout out to Mike Garcia. I waited to the end because he has no other choice but to listen all the way now. And I'm not going to tell him. I'm not even going to tell him. I'm just going to say, yeah, I gave you a shout out, bro. Give you a shout out. He's going to say, when? You just got to hear to hear it.
um,
Well, Mike Garcia up in Cali, man. We love you, baby.
all right.
But
Well,
yeah, that's another episode of ours, Destiny. You want to put any plugins for you where they can find you?
Oh yeah, my Instagram is Hisoka with 3 A's. .03.
All right, and I will definitely put that
in the
on the
description.
bio. Yeah, so they know where to find you.
Yeah.
But everybody, you guys have a good one and keep watching movies and give us a listen, like and subscribe. We'll really appreciate it.
Yeah, we really appreciate all the support.
So this is episode what now? Episode 5?
5. Yep.
Episode 5. We are done. It's a wrap.